Kia ora, ole salmon. Hello everyone, I'm Erica, but today I'm taking on the mantle of Aerik Pindleberry, scribe of Albyon Absey's Geographical Almanac, and I'll be exploring one of the Almanac's locations with several friends. If you're unfamiliar with our almanac, it is an entirely free monthly website publication of ready-written locations for any type of collaborative story, system agnostic and inclusive of a great many things such as sensory descriptions, NPCs, and potential adventure hooks, local culture, and thematic roll tables. We currently have a Kickstarter campaign to bring all of this to hardcover form, complete with bespoke art, location-themed subclasses for D&D5e, and even more roll tables of NPCs, factions, items, and randomized locations. You can find links to the website and Kickstarter, as well as our Discord, in the stream description. Apologize for a bit of a late start there, folks, and I see chat's already going pretty crazy. We've got some mentions of this sack of cursed teeth. Yeah, we don't talk about that too much. You just leave it be. It's fine. It won't hurt you too much. I'm brand new to streaming with an overlay, so I'm hoping everything's working. So everybody give a wave. For this one shot, I'll be taking 4 lovely players through Imbruustafal, a shattered tower of monsters and mayhem, and something of a dungeon crawl where most of the adventure itself is improvised along the way. Please allow me to introduce our brave adventurers, starting with the Bardic Knock.
Hello, everybody. Normally I'd say, and welcome to the channel, but I'm not doing that because it's not my thing today. I'm not used to not being in charge. It's very strange. Hi, I am Bardic. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. In the middle of a soft relaunch after a long hiatus from moving, but I do tabletop role-playing game stuff, usually weird indie things I can find, a lot of D&D because it's super accessible, and then I also just stream other things I'm interested in.
Nice.
Who needs consistency?
Exactly.
Today I am playing Sol, S-O-L, the Warforged monk/artificer, and they don't really know what they're doing, and neither do I.
Hey, what a good theme.
So we're just going to see how it goes.
We'll also be joined by Chloe.
Hello, I'm Chloe, or Chloe with the Flow. I am an actor, I'm a singer, I'm a podcaster, I'm a streamer, I'm a composer. I do too many things. But yeah, I stream on Twitch. I am a part of the podcast Deck of Many Aces, which is an actual play podcast made with actual asexuals and aromantics. And today I am playing Katiana Swiftbrook, who is a furbolg, and she is a sorcerer/bard and a one-woman band. That's all you're getting right now.
Love her so much. We've also got my fellow Almanac Scribe, Jack.
Hello. I am Jack, also known as Relish. I'm not sure why, it just kind of stuck. You can find me on Twitter at YellowRelish. I am a scribe for Albyon Absey's Geographical Almanac, and tonight I'll be playing Blink, a half-elf astral wayfinder, which is one of the subclasses available from the Almanac. So plundering astral seas with clockwork ships from Eodriel. Very exciting.
Very fun.
My pronouns are he, him, so I'll be going by that tonight, and I just can't wait to kind of get stuck in.
Nice. And our party is complete with our 5th friend, John.
Hello, yes, my name's John. I'm part of the Trolls of the 2-Ton Bridges podcast, and also I run the stream part of Actual Play UK, which is it's a stream where we get together as many different podcasters and streamers who do actual play, and weekly, most Fridays, we get those people together and poke them with sticks until they actually play a game.
That's what it takes.
Loads and loads of different things. Oh yes, nice pointy sticks. But yes, I am a he, him, and I'm delighted to be here today playing Morkel Grimfar, a Kinku failed merchant turned rogue.
That's often how that goes.
Oh yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, I've done it several times myself now. We won't talk about my failed businesses. Yes, hailing from the wandering titan's eye of Jaitura.
That's a fun place to be. And once again, I'm Erica in the guise of Almanac Scribe Aerik Pindleberry. I'm usually a cozy Let's Play YouTuber, and sometimes I dabble in video game development. I default to she/her pronouns, but you can use anything you'd like. I'll try to keep an eye on chat as we go, but mostly you'll be attended to by our very own head fabulist, Albyon Absey himself, who will let me know if there are any pressing issues, I'm sure. Please feel free to ask questions about the almanac so he may answer you directly. And without further ado, let us set today's scene. A winding path upon hill green grass and on through crisp cool air, where one shall find at last the remnants of a shattered tower there. A vast and twisted apparition, choked with vines unfurled, to disappear through brooding cloud and sanguine mists above. The eye partakes this broken visage, slate blue steel collapsed upon exposed, meandering stairwells, where rot-speckled molds claim obliterated rooms, half sunk and spoiled in grim, stale water floods. What frenzy wrought such destruction here? What raging fires left such blackened scars and the clinging stench of rot? And what force now holds this crumbling catastrophe, where terrifying mysteries linger and lurk? Ascend then the adventurer must, aboard sallow, murky air, so ragged and sharp to breathe. But 'tis not the traveller who weeps nor growls, but the shadow-folded denizens come to chitter, crawl, and creep. Each bound to protect a treasure of legends, the jewel of many an ancient bardic song, strung 111 floors up on the cloud-strangled peak of this Tower of Imbruustafal. Your party is a motley collection, each of you in search of something particular in a journey that has, for the moment, aligned. Today you find yourselves at the ruined base of this tower, perhaps casting an uncertain eye over the way it leans, drunken and brokenly staggering, over a large crevasse. The reason you have ventured here stands somewhat timidly behind most of you. An otherwise unremarkable trust fund kid who had discovered this realm's version of a Lonely Planet guide and then made it his entire personality, vowing to travel the world and visit all of the locations listed therein. Gillian Broadwick is not always the traveling companion you might wish for, but he has paid you decently enough. And if you're going from place to place anyway, you may as well profit from it. Actually, in most of the places you've been with him, Gillian has more or less pulled his own weight in some less than ideal circumstances. Usually this means throwing money at a problem, but hey, it often works. But at the sight of this immense, toppled colossus seems to have him stumped in a manner you've not seen before. Then he sneezes violently several times in rapid succession and turns woeful, watery eyes upon you all. Sorry guys, my allergies are so bad right now. It is making my asthma flare up. Can you bring me something cool back? Maybe like take a sketch or something at the top when you get there?
Jeez, and I thought my allergies were bad. Yours are even worse.
It's terrible. It's all the pine.
Oh, I'm sorry. That really sucks. Well, we can find something for you.
Please, something like really cool, because I like promised my friend Brad that I'd get here before him. And I don't want him to think that I didn't do it, even though I'm not going to do it. So I'm counting on you guys. I'll give you a bonus. Oh.
How much of a bonus are we speaking about here? Is this like a little bit off the top, or are we talking about, something a bit more?
Depends on what you bring back. But if you make it to the top, Or I guess, I mean, it's kind of sideways. It's like top to the left. If you make it to the top, I'll give you an extra, 200 gold each?
I mean, I won't say no.
And there's
Alright,
bound
alright.
to be lots of cool stuff in there. Oh, excuse me.
Sure.
Oh, has anybody got
Oh,
tissue?
Clarification
Probably.
required.
Verification required.
Specify exact temperature of cool.
Oh, right. So, I mean cool as in, like, unique or, like, fun or, like, brag-worthy. Not like a physical temperature.
Understood.
We have explained this before.
Yeah. I think it's, like,
You know, like-
subroutines are
Like
broken.
my
Searching.
yeah,
data.
cool. Like my instruments. Like the drums.
She points to the massive bass drum that's just permanently on her back.
Data not found. Data deemed unnecessary to retain.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. He's never gonna have swag like this.
Hey, you and me, we got the most swag though.
For sure. As he
Yeah.
looks, his nose is just dripping, and like you can see his eyes sort of swelling shut.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of swag.
I'll stay out here and guard the base from like he looks around the open cliffside that you're on. From raiders and stuff. Yeah.
Hey.
A valued
Based-
member. Definitely. Valued member. Thank you.
Thank you.
for all
Thank
your
you.
service.
I appreciate
Based on
it.
what knowledge we already have of this kid, are they going to be able to be all right while we go up a tower? Are they going to not get in trouble, or are they likely to hurt themselves?
I'm likely to try and bribe his way out of trouble. He can like put up a basic tent, like he's done Cub Scouts.
Fair.
But he's not a fighter. He's just some kid with a lot of cash and a dream.
Okay, well, just like stay out of sight. Yeah?
Got it. Yeah, I might take a nap, you guys.
That sounds good. Yeah.
So you all journey to the entrance of this fallen tower, and it's overgrown. You can see there are like worn paths of people who have entered there. It's a pretty massive thing, and obviously many adventuring parties have tried to scale it. There's a few bones outside. There's scraps of old armor and things like that. There's discarded trash. Part of the reason that this appeals to adventurers is the fact that even if you only get a few levels in, you can usually find something to take off another failed adventurer that's worth having. But first, you've got to find the way in.
Well, it's got to be over here, isn't it?
Well, it's a tower. Is there a door?
There,
There's always a door.
you can make
I
a
can't see
perception
it.
check if you like, Ariana, to see
Yes,
the
please.
door of the tower.
Perception.
Chat, what
Okey.
level are the characters in this one shot? They are starting at level 7. Perception of
Well, they're gonna
9.
level up.
Okay.
Yep.
Luckily the DC was 5 because it's massive. It's very huge, and there are paths lit with footprints leading to it. Like, you see this and you're like looking down the side of the tower, and then you turn like 30 degrees to the side, and it's like, oh, it's a 10-foot entrance right there.
See, told you.
Didn't be that there.
Door's usually right in front of you.
Well, sometimes the door is at the side.
That's only if you're
So I
standing
thought-
sideways.
Maybe this is the side and that's the front.
Don't confuse me. Let's go in.
So you go in, just wandering in. It's
I'm not.
overgrown. You're gonna knock? Okay, there's no
I'm gonna knock.
door. It's just an open doorway, but you can knock if you like.
I mean, Morkill still knocks. He's a very polite rogue.
Oh, that's good. He's been trained by
don't
the
think any-
Ankh-Morpork Guild of Thieves.
Sol, seeing Morkel knocking, will assume that you are punching the wall. Go, combat mode.
Oh no! He's knocking.
Don't
Like
worry.
hello.
Exactly.
You-
Just like knocking.
Just
you know.
like knocking, indeed.
Is anybody answering?
Nobody's answering.
Then
There
I
are
walk in.
strange sounds that come from the tower.
Oh, someone's home.
Maybe
It's
we
like
should take
weird.
that as a come on in.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Thought they'd have a ring doorbell by now.
Let me just drag
You
you
would
all onto
think
the
so.
map too. There you go. Now you should have guys that you can move around.
Yay!
Guys.
Little guys.
Look, guys! Here's my little guy that I used to test. I'll just show everybody real quick. It's a goose. A silly goose.
Goose.
What a silly goose. There you go. There's a little behind the scenes for everybody. So yeah, it's quite a big entranceway. It's overgrown. It's trampled. It's dirty. It smells like people have used it as things that you should not use a hallway for. Also smells a little bit of blood. A lot of rot. A lot of the walls here are all crumbling, rotting away, but still holding. Nature has fully encroached, so there are vines and shrubs protruding and flourishing where once stood windows and doors. Mold, moss, and lichen abounds, as does rust, shattered metal, and splintered timbers. There are, as you go through, all manner of personal items that hint at this location once being a place of home and work. Mostly now it seems pretty empty. You can see down
Yeah,
this
I
little
sure hope-
hallway.
Ooh. I sure hope no one's home. It's not a very nice home.
Oh no! There's stuff all over everywhere. I'm so sorry. And you see a little crab-like octopus appear on my shoulder that just begins floating over and just repairing everything that they can, like just kind of getting out their little pincers and just mending like the rust, just scraping the rust off of things and making this crumbling ruin look slightly less crumbled. He'll be doing that for hours. I guess I've lost him. Simon, come on, Simon, we're going. Simon, and I'll go over and kind of grab him and kind of.
What is that?
This is Simon. He's a napper. He's from Geodrill. I don't know if you know of them. They just kind of fix everything all the time. It's lovely when you're trying to keep things clean and tidy, but after a while it can become, well, and kind of look around and gesture wildly.
OCD
I
napper.
suppose that won't be very useful if you got something you want to keep broken.
I never thought of that. I've never really wanted to keep something broken, but no, it wouldn't be.
No.
You've never broken into places then, have you?
I can't say that I have. No.
You want that broken?
I guess you
Yeah.
do.
There
Or
you
maybe
go.
you want to cover your tracks.
Well, usually that's fixing your tracks.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense.
Stick with me, kid.
I will learn plenty, I'm sure.
I'm right.
I guess we'll move on forward
yes,
and take a
more-
peek around the corner.
Morkel will kind of stealth forwards and make sure there are no traps or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. You should be able to move your tokens, I believe.
I don't have the ability to. I think you need
Oh,
to.
I can't either.
Oh.
If you drag your own on there, then you can.
Aha.
But you gotta be
Okay.
the one that drags it.
And that's sneaky. So I can just add copies of you and you can't do anything about it. Not that I would do that. That'd be weird. So if you click on where your character sheets are, if you click the character's name and drag that across. I was wrong before. I was saying to drag the icon, but it has to be the name.
There we go. I've got one now.
Yay! Cool.
Yay!
Let me delete the rest.
Hey.
Ooh, I did not mean to ping. Big peek around the corner.
You want to peek around the corner?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a closed door. Well, it's not really closed.
Oh.
It's more like a half-hearted barricade that's been kicked in a few times. You can just see right here. You can clamber over it if you like. There's also...
Right.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
I think let's just make sure that there's no traps or nothing like that. I'd hate for you to get hurt.
Oh, it's a very good point. I didn't think about that. I am very clumsy.
No, well, I'm very talented in these regards. So, allow me. And he cracks his little feathered fingers. Would you like me to roll anything?
Sure. Roll a investigation check for me. If you're checking for traps.
Oh, yeah. 15.
15, you say?
Mm.
That's not bad. So... Which door are you looking through, by the way? Where are you?
The one to the, let's say the one to the...
This one here?
North,
Okay.
I think.
Yep. So it's not trapped at all. You get the sense that...
If I said a different door, would they be trapped?
You don't know. You can try and find out.
Okay, I will, but yes.
It's not trapped at all. It's a little storeroom that looks like it's been used at some point as a camp out for people coming through here. So there's abandoned what could be bedrolls, there's blankets and things like that. There's like scraps of food and a lot of like mouse poo in the corner. Not entirely pleasant. Looks like somebody crashed down here and sort of just like made what they could to barricade themselves in.
Nothing shiny then.
You do find 3 copper pieces. So put that in the bank and take it home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Practically loaded.
Yeah.
At least get 2 gold for these.
Or just about. If they're a collector's edition, you never know. Actually, if you wanted to have a look at them and make a history check for me.
Yeah, sure. History is definitely my highest score.
I know it is.
That's a 13.
A 13. Okay. Well, I assume that you can read common since you speak it.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. You can look at the date on these. They're sadly not collector's edition coins. But you can see that the date they were minted on was about 50 years before. So they're not like super new. They're a little bit fun. But it goes to show... Yeah. It goes to show how long this tower has been here and how often people come through it. You get the sense that this ground floor is sort of... it's been mostly cleared out by adventurers, and it's an only adventurer-oriented like traps and pitfalls that you'll be likely to encounter, like anything somebody's left behind that hasn't weathered throughout the years. But whether you trust that assessment or not is up to you. You do notice that this wall beside you here is a little bit crumbly.
Ooh.
It's a little
We
bit
got some crumbles, folks.
extra weathered, and then you can see like roots and things sort of weaving their way through and weakening the structure of it.
Do you want to John of Poke? Wait, Sol. Maybe you should, do your thing.
Affirmative. Sol will approach the crumbly wall, and you specify those like vines and can't think of a collective term for plant life because my brain just stopped working.
I can't think of the term either, so that sounds good.
Foliage, that's the word.
Foliage, yes.
Flora.
Does it appear to be more so that or more so stone?
It's mostly stone, but you can see like either side in these corners, and the stone's a lot better holding together. That middle section is got like a little bow to it, where like the roots and stuff are sort of pushing through, and the plant life is trying to take it over. Somebody in chat says flora. That sounds good.
Flora is correct.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything too drastic then. You see Sol kind of observe everything. They take it all in, and there's a moment's thought before going, combat mode initiated.
Yeah.
Their entire right arm shifts and changes from an arm to just a straight up sword.
Yeah.
Stand back.
Start.
Go ahead, make an attack roll against the wall.
Let's
Tear that wall down,
go.
boss.
I shall. I don't have advantage.
You don't have advantage against the wall, no.
Against
I
the
mean, I
wall.
guess technically you could just about... No, you can't get flanking. Dang. Anyway, 21 definitely hits, yeah. What's your damage? What's your
That's
damage?
a good question. A lot. Oh, you meant in
The
game. I
wall
thought you.
crumbled.
Need to sit down for a cup of tea for that.
Yeah, that's the
Oh, just
halftime
do
break.
that. There we go.
Oh, yes.
5 slashing damage on the wall. Yeah, you start to make a pretty good hit on it, and you figure that if you keep hacking away and kicking it a wee bit, you should be able to get it to crumble in. The ceiling above you does make a little bit of a concerning noise, but it doesn't seem to be in danger of collapsing upon you just yet. Do you wish to bash through?
Yeah, just do it again.
Go on then.
Unless anyone else wants to chime in.
Yeah, everybody wants to go adventure in the broken wall area.
Let's
there
do
might be
it.
something super fun in there.
You never know. That's why you're here. All
Like
right.
rebar and other things.
Yeah, could be. All sorts of things that'll give you tetanus. Cool.
Hooray.
You break your way through without too much issue. I'm not going to make you take down a whole wall durability. We'll just say you're super cool and your friends help you, and you get through in a few minutes. Well, maybe 10, 15. And you can move into this area here now, which I'm definitely pinging. Yeah, that's the one.
Ah.
Yeah. Ping.
Hey, cool. Probably because I'm on the GM layer, it's not working. And you see at this end, yeah, there we go. GM layer doesn't help things, does it? At this end, it's much the same deal, but this one you can really just like pretty much walk through the stone wall. It's so bowed out and overtaken by the flora, as somebody helpfully said. And in
As
there,
long as it's not fauna.
it's not fauna, no, not today.
Otherwise it'd just be, I don't know, a pile of small animals or something.
Just a swarm of rats. Roll for initiative.
Yes.
No, that's later. So you can come out into this area. I'll give you your first line of sight.
Ooh.
And it's here that you start to see the shadows of what Imbruustafal was. There are unusual materials here, things you've never seen before. Things that look ancient but futuristic. Strange metals and things that aren't metal but seem almost as durable as metal. They've certainly been here a long time, surviving the elements. There's moss everywhere. There is some kind of rather disgusting looking ooze by a table. You assume it's a table. It's a collection of things at table-ish height, at least, even if the form is unfamiliar to you. There does seem to be an opening at the top of this wall as well to another room. You do have to pick your way over the plant life surrounding you. It's not trying to like grab you or anything. It doesn't seem to be sentient, you think. But there is a lot of it, and it's been here much longer than you have.
is this kind of place?
Cool stuff. Cassiana's gonna like go charging in and start like rifling around like the cupboards and stuff over here, trying to see if they can find anything cool. Probably the bass drum makes a soft noise as they're like
Bonk.
charging through. Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, bum, bum,
She always
bum.
makes good tune when she's happy. Great.
It's like a little monkey looking for food.
Yeah, you find a bunch of like just standard ballpoint pens, which you've never seen before. So that's pretty
No.
wild. But it's like office supplies. There's what was probably paper a couple of 100 years ago. Like office reams. They've been mostly torn up by rodents and things and taken away for nests. Things like that. There's like a stack of clipboards just ready to go. So if you ever wanted a clipboard, you can take it. Go right ahead. That's free. Add that to your inventory.
I'm putting that in now.
Nice. Going in there. I found like a clipboard and a pen, and I'll like bring them back to the others and go,
Look what I found. I don't know what this is. It looks a bit like a quill, but it doesn't have a feather. Look. What is it?
But that's worth a lot.
You know what? Just for fun,
Yeah.
I will also give you a Sharpie that has not dried out in 300 years. So,
Well, now we're living in a fantasy world.
yeah, that's a powerful Sharpie. You use that however you so desire.
"Oh, this is incredible."
Everyone was just very responsible, and everyone put the cap back on at all
Yep.
times.
Yeah.
Every time, left it like pointing downwards so that the ink didn't run to the back. Yeah.
You had me
I have a
at
Sharpie
both
in this
Dungeons and Dragons,
Uh-huh.
but now you've lost me. I'm out. The fantasy's broken.
It's
think
just
we
Office
found-
Simulator now. That's the real
Yes,
hell
it
of this
is.
place.
I think we found Gillian's cut. I think that's sorted.
You know
The
what?
rest
He
of
would
it's
love
art.
it. He would love that.
I'm sure he would.
He's going to wait till Brad passes out and just draw on his face with the Sharpie. It's great. Wonderful.
So
I think
I'm
Cassiana
gonna-
probably starts like drawing on her like hand and going, "Oh my god,
Tattoos.
This would be even better than quill and ink."
pretty cheap tattoo, that is.
Oh yeah. Look, I drew a little flower. Do you like it?
Very
I'm gonna have
good.
to draw a flower in my hand now. It's never gonna come off."
There we go.
Blink, what are you
I drew a
doing?
little flower.
Ah, that's lovely.
I'll go over and I'll have a look at the nice ooze
The
on the
nice
current
ooze?
canner. Just give it a little bit of a sniff test. Check if it's orange.
All right, you can make a survival or an investigation check. Your choice.
Let's give it a survival check.
Go on. Go for gold.
That's 24.
24. This is paint, you think.
Mm.
It's pretty much what you would expect paint to be, but there's something alien about it. Like it's made from different materials than you're used to. And it's also still tacky to the touch. Like,
This is some weird paint. Like
Yeah.
this isn't
Oh,
kind of
really? Let
sticky
me see.
actually. Just don't put your fur in it. I don't think you'd like to get that stuck. Kind of dip my fingers in it now. Mm.
Wow.
I mean, it's a nice color though.
yeah.
It's
I haven't
very
seen a color
nice
like that in
color.
a while.
Erica, does it look like any kind of paint that might have been used for like makeup or stuff in the circus?
Ooh. Not face paint, but the tackiness of it kind of reminds you of like some glues that you've worked with when making props and stuff. Oh, they're like sort of dry, but if you have them in a puddle instead of like putting them in like a thin smear, then they stay tacky for a really long time. It's that kind of sensation,
Huh.
but colored. And it's...
Oh.
Yeah, it seems to have like mostly resisted the dust around this place. Like it doesn't seem to be completely dirty on top, which is really strange.
Hey, Blink, I think this is like colored glue. Well, you see, use some stuff like this at the circus. It's like glue, and if you put it in a puddle, then it stays sticky. But I don't know why it's orange. Why would you need orange glue?
Maybe they were just stylish, you know? Maybe they just wanted some flair to their glue. Who doesn't? I wouldn't step in it, though. I don't think that's...
No.
I mean, gets down even further, sniffing now, like, trying to, like, put his fingers in it, like, tempting, he's, like, starting to put his fingers close to his mouth, and he's like, no, don't do that, no, that's not a good idea, and kind of steps back up. This place is weird, though. It's, I mean, I work on ships and stuff like that, but this is a whole different ballgame. It seems some weird sort of... I mean, what is this? Kind of like knocks on the desk that's not quite metal, but has that side of kind of like resilience. It's all a bit weird.
It doesn't sound like metal either, or wood, or stone.
I could get quite a lot for this. All right, so yeah, if you grab that end, I'll grab this end. We'll take it out now. Yeah.
Should we get it on the way back down if we're going to go up?
Yeah.
You're right. There
Like,
might be...
you know, just minimize the travel.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't thinking.
You're nope. You know what? You're the ideas, man. I just tidy them up. I tidy them up. That's it.
No, I
Let's hear from morale.
And you're doing a great job. You're doing such a good job.
You. Hey, do you want to hear my kazoo?
Yes.
No.
I mean, I'm never gonna say no to this.
You don't know where that voice came from. It sounded a little bit like Soul, but they're on the other side of you, but you just heard it, yes. Like in your heart, it spoke to you.
Oh?
Yeah.
Hello?
No reply.
Someone there? Pardon?
No one replies.
Be an echo.
That wasn't you, Soul, was it?
No.
Didn't think so.
I don't know, you kind of feel like Soul secretly wants to hear you play your kazoo.
Sure, Soul. Are you sure you don't want to hear the kazoo?
I have no preference on hearing the kazoo or not. It is
It's just
irrelevant.
occurred to me that on a shelf up there, I do actually have some kazoos.
Do it. Do it, Chloe.
Give me a second.
Do it. That's
Quite
what I'm
high
here
up.
for. As soon as you put kazoo on that sheet, I'm like, we need this. This is the whole game now. It's just going to be Chloe and a kazoo. And I'm into
I
it.
sit down and cross my legs,
Hope
getting
you guys
very
are ready for
excited.
this.
I completely forgot that I owned them.
Chat's
Okay, it's been
taking
a really long
guesses
time
on
since I played
what
a kazoo.
soul stands for. We've got Soul of the
Other way.
Living.
Oh no.
Other
That's
way.
why. It's been too long.
Pretty good.
It's the other
What?
way. That
How
way,
long has
I
it
think.
been since I played a kazoo? You sure?
Think
Go
so.
on.
I'm sure it's this way. I can't remember how to play a kazoo.
How do you
Kinda
not
hum
know how to
into
play a
it.
kazoo?
If you pretend to play it, I'll make the noise.
Go on, do it.
What-
Teamwork.
Yes.
Right, go.
I know that you don't just blow, but I can't remember what you do.
You hum.
I don't know what song you're playing either, so this just adds to the roleplay. Right,
Mhm,
okay.
Is
I'll
this?
try and gauge.
Oh, it's making a bit of a sound.
I didn't have to do it. I draw my bow and get ready, thinking something is like
That's
growling
like
at
a
us.
warning sound.
Yeah, Tiana like bashes it. It's like,
Ha! I think I got something wrong in the construction.
Did you get some glue in your kazoo?
Glue in the
Maybe
kazoo.
that. I mean, it is
It is orange. It's orange.
Mm. The plot thickens, and so does the paint.
oh my days. Now I'm going to be thinking about this for the rest of the day about how I can't remember how to play a kazoo.
Which is hilarious, because it's like you just blow it and make noise on one end.
But essentially, she brings out a kazoo that's very clearly homemade, and it makes like one note only, and it's very intermittent. It's like,
It quite sound like the trumpets back home, but that's what I was going for.
Okay, roll a performance check with disadvantage.
You even letting me roll?
Zoo.
Right, let me just disadvantage. There it is.
There's the reason I hang out with you guys.
Could have been worse. It could have been worse.
All right, no, okay. It wasn't completely terrible. You didn't completely bomb it. There's work to be done. But who knows? Maybe you'll find a new kazoo in this magical tower.
Maybe.
Maybe. You do hear skitterings
There's
and
now
rumbles from
randomly flicking through
overhead.
notes going, where can I give the kazoo?
That's all you're going to be looking for now. Let's stuff the treasure. Where's the kazoos at? Let's make a band. You hear rumblings.
I got a long way to go on that.
Yeah, a little bit. There's rumblings from the ceiling overhead, like something heavy or many feet are skittering across it, and dust shakes down a little bit. Nothing touches you here. It's a little squeak of a mouse in the corner that seems to hide at the sound overhead. In this room, which I'm pinging correctly today, it's even more plant life. It's thick, overgrown. There's weird barrels or canisters with pipes on them. You're not sure what they're for. The floor is grated, either to let moisture out or perhaps airflow. You also can't really tell. It's all thickly choked with plant life, though.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun,
Hey guys, there's like barrels in here.
Wonder what's in them.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Lick him.
I instantly blink is like walking quicker towards the things that they might be able to lick.
Pretty sure we need to rename you, Blink. Lick.
I mean, nicknames are always welcome.
I mean, some people might get the wrong idea.
Well,
Upon seeing this room just filled with plants, but honestly, Sol thinks they're just kind of getting in the way. We'll turn around and say, inquiry. Would we like the plant life removed?
Oh, I mean, that might help if we're looking through the barrels.
Sol detaches his left arm and places it on the floor.
That's all.
It then approaches itself up on its fingers, and the joint socket at the shoulder bends forward and starts to tick and whir, preparing flamethrower.
Jeez. Oh, gee. We should step back.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna just go over here.
I'm gonna, yeah,
Let's move.
be
Let's
back in a
move.
minute.
So I'm using my artificer ability, Eldritch Cannon, and I have created a flamethrower.
wow. Where do you place it, and what does it do?
Well, let me find out what it does. It's 15-foot cone, dexterity saving throw against my spell save DC, which I'd have to double check, or 2d8 damage, save on half. Ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Cool.
And since this is tiny, I can just pick it up, so it's just in my square.
I really hope there's not like gasoline or something in these barrels.
That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? So you're looking at putting it about there. Can you see my little cone here on the screen?
Yes.
All right. Do your damage. Chat
That's
saying,
all,
and
Mom.
this is how the party dies. No, surely not.
We're never heard from again.
Mhm.
Really mediocre damage. But I started a fire.
All right. 2d8. Okay, 7. You've ignited flammable objects. Okay. That's cool. The plants themselves, I mean, it's a little bit damp and mossy and musty in here, so it doesn't like immediately go up like tinder. It does spark into the barrels though. And you see, as you're looking at it now, Soul, you see a little trickle of that orange paint kind of stuff coming out of one of the barrels. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Goodbye, Soul. Nice knowing ya.
This is fine. No advantage. 19.
All right, so you're gonna take half damage. Which I'm gonna roll here. Hey, get out of my thing here, you jerk. All right, so we've got. Oh man, I've got the new Roll20 stuff going on, and I'm like, what has happened? What has happened? All right, let's roll. Oh, you take 14 points of fire damage from igniting a fireball as all of these barrels sort of chain react. There's not much left in them, but it's enough to get a little bit of a boom.
After this, everyone else just watched Saul explode this room. Saul goes, observation. Liquid is flammable.
Well, good if you're alright.
Oh, every day of the
I thought
learning
you were
day.
gone.
Oh dear.
Simon just floats in and just starts cleaning like the soot and like ash off of you, and it's just like eating away all the grime.
I'm imagining Simon is that shrimp in Finding Nemo.
He's very similar to Shrimp in Finding Nemo. Yeah, definitely vibing.
Yeah, funny.
I'll head over and be like,
Are you alright? Is anything broken? Are you good?
Saul will reply, status. Vitality at 58%.
Oh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
it can have a cure
That's not
wounds.
totally accurate, I'm just making shit up.
Since we're here,
Since
have the
we're
cure
here.
wounds. Might as
It'd have to
well.
be real math.
Hey,
Okay, I'm
Nice.
right. I'm closer to like 70-something%, but you know.
but you get 10 back, so that's nearly how much you took.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good roll. It's a really good roll. That's almost max.
Yeah.
It's almost.
Great job.
Here you go. That'll be much better for you.
Oh. No, that's a bard spell. We're fine.
Oh.
We're good. We're fine. Chat, don't need to worry about that. Merkel and Blink. You're sitting close to this, and it's an unusual object. It is metal. You're pretty sure of that. It has all the characteristics of metal. It's not a metal you recognize, but it is cold to the touch. If you ping your knuckles against it, it sounds like metal. It has weird tubes going into it from this wall behind it. It's big enough to fit one of you at a time on this little platform.
Does it look anything like what I would have seen on the ships of Aedril at any point? Anything potentially interplanar or conjuration-y, teleportation-y magic?
I would say with your familiarity with
like.
that, yes. It looks like some kind of arcane gate or teleporter. Doesn't
We've got a portal thing over here. If we want to look at this.
Portal! Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's really quite simple technology actually. You just connect the flux capacitor into the socket on the wall. You pump it full of coolant, and Bob's your uncle. You're there.
Where did it go?
I mean, I've not been through it, so I don't know, but we can always give it a go. I'm more than happy to
Let's
jump in.
try.
I'd just like to say, though, you are wrong on one thing.
Oh, what am I? What's happened?
Jeremiah is my uncle.
Oh no, Yes, I will note that down. Jeremiah is your uncle.
I thought Jeremiah
there we
was a
go.
bullfrog. He was a very
Well-
good friend of mine.
It can be. Uncle by
Is your
marriage.
Uncle Jeremiah a druid?
This is
don't
now
talk about
canon.
Uncle Jeremiah. Okay.
Okay, Soul.
But other than that, all good. Liking it.
Soul, as you approach this metal construct, you feel a hum in your core. Just a faint, weird recognition. At least you think it's your core, and then you think, no, this is not part of me. This is something I have. Something you took with you when you left the broken fields of Rust Hollow. Do you remember what that item was?
I have it noted down. I'm just checking notes. It is. Yes. Sol will just kind of looking up. Obscurity, and will reach into their small chest cavity and pull out a small tube of silvery metallic paste.
Mm-hmm. Link. Looking at this, making the connection between Soul and their impulse towards this machine, and what you know about similar machines, you see like a little dark smudge against a portion of this metal. And it's got a little latch on it. And you open the latch. And there's like a little silvery rectangular disc there. It's got a little, almost a scorch mark on the top where the latch connects to it. Make an intelligence check for me. Anybody can make an intelligence check. I would give it to Link with advantage, actually, because you know pretty much what this is. That'll do.
Might
19.
as.
Good thing I gave you advantage.
Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it.
Funny. Link is holding thermal paste. And the
Oh, that's
processor
perfect. Just what we
needs
needed.
it.
Just what we needed. Oh, so
Oh,
if
what
you
is
just
it?
flick that, sorry, just get my finger around. Just there you go. There's a latch. Put it down. If you just pop your, is that your paste? Your thermal paste that you got there? Just kind of squeeze it on there. Little dab, not much. Just like a tiny little like teardrop size.
Sol has no idea what they're doing. He goes and just squeezes the paste out as hard as they can. Just goes.
I mean, more is more, I guess. And I would just shut it, and like it all just oozes out of the outside as you close it. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. It's fine. Just kind of close it again.
Thermal efficiency at its finest.
Gotta do what you gotta do. This should work now. If we find that the switch, I'll start looking around for any control panel that might be attached to this thing.
You can make an investigation check if you like.
Oh goodness.
It's like he's installing a new CPU cooler, pretty much. It's been here for 300 years, man. That stuff, you need to replace it.
That's a 10 on investigation.
It takes you a while. You're distracted a little bit because Karyan is like trying to get the kazoo to be better than last time. It's like there was
Every
enough
time
to.
she turns around, she hits someone with the drum.
At one
Right,
time, she
okay.
bumps you, and like you're leaning over, and you sort of like collapse a little bit further to the floor. And there's like a tiny little reset button that you've just got to kind of like jam like maybe like the point of your dagger or something into. You know the ones. You've got to get
I
like a
hate
safety
these
clip.
things. Just like, have you got one of those pens? You got one of those ballpoint pens?
Yeah.
It's really...
Ah!
No, I don't know.
perfect.
I don't know that word. I found a weird thing.
No, that's just what I need. Do you mind? Click it out and then stick it in. It snaps a little bit off the end as well, and it's never going to work the same ever again. But it's
There's a
fine.
whole box of them. You're fine.
Don't ruin the artifacts.
The machine starts to hum. It's unpleasant. It's kind of like a magnetic hum. It's a little shaky. It's been here for a while, but it does hum with potential, and slowly lights start lighting up on the inner ring of it, one by one. And they blink for a while and then solidify like a Wi-Fi router. And you get the sense that one of you can fit on this at a time, but it seems to be, from a weird shimmering, seems to be open now, this portal.
Is that it? Is it done?
It should be all ready to go, but just beware, because if you go through this, you want to hold your breath and put one hand on your stomach and the other hand on your head, and you want to kind of like pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time, and it'll stop you from throwing up when you get to the other side. Trust me, it's an old trick.
But that's really
Improv.
hard.
I know, it's really hard. He's holding his breath trying to stifle it off as you're doing this as well. No, it's really, really hard to do. You might have to go first.
Tatiana, like, cannot do it. She just keeps doing this. Like,
Funny.
Perfect. Absolute perfect.
Sol chimes in and goes, "Inquiry. What if one does not possess breath or stomach?"
He's got
And
a
you should be
point.
fine. Just hope for the best and hope it doesn't short circuit. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Alright, let's give it a go. I'll probably go through first, because if I throw up, then you'll probably prefer that way round.
I'm fine with that. That's fine.
You want to go first, so you can throw up, but we all have to then walk through.
Yep,
Oh, so that I don't throw up on you.
But it might hover
it might
or
hover.
something. I
Yeah.
don't,
Like into the wind kind of thing.
Oh,
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't know what we're walking into.
I can go left if that's more helpful.
No, but then you might vomit on. No.
Well, if either hover or on your face, like, those are the options. They're both bad.
Whoever's going first, roll a d6.
Oh, no, first.
Go on, Chloe. Take Kadiana 3 and roll me a d6, please.
A D6.
Mm,
I
like
can
a
do that.
d6. That's how
I
the
don't know
song
if that's
goes.
going to automatically go through.
A
How do I
4.
send it?
It's there.
Oh, I rolled a 4. Oh,
You
it's there.
rolled a
Yay.
4. Okay, let me. Ooh. Bloop.
I love that we all immediately forget the fact that we're supposed to be climbing this tower, and we're just like, "Ooh, portal, let's go!" Leave that poor kid behind in his little tent having a nap.
With his allergies. Probably got stung by a bee and gone into anaphylaxis, and none of you were there to help him. It's a bit rough, isn't it?
Fine.
All right.
Trust fund children deserve that.
Now
the
there's
rich.
adrenaline anyway.
So, you find yourselves here. On a floor, safe and sound. Nothing seems to have happened to you. You check your belongings. Nothing got stolen from you during the transfer. You don't know how many floors up you are. You can hear the distant denizens of the tower howling, grating, chittering, creeping. But all you see before you, expertly portrayed on this map, are filing cabinets. Jammed in, pushed over, stacked ceiling high in some places. Like a maze, a warren. And there's just a blank wall behind you that you seem to have stepped out of.
Now, these are a lot of files, and I thought I'd seen a lot of files And Baron Arcadia kept files on all of the things I did wrong. But this is a lot.
It is a lot.
But I suppose they got a lot of taxes to do.
Could be.
Who?
You know, like
Who's doing the
VAT,
taxes?
all that stuff. It's rubbish.
Well, yeah, but rubbish.
Well, it's no good. You know. Taxes.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I'll reach in and I'll grab just the first vial that my hand finds and just put it out and give it a little skim read to see what it is.
I bet it's taxes.
Right, let's see if this is taxes. I'll tell you all their tax reports.
Roll a d4 for me.
That's
Is it 4? Yeah, it's taxes.
It's
For-
taxes, sure. How did you know?
It seems to be
You're so
taxes
fair.
anyway. There's been a little bit of a language shift and some accounting updates, or downgrades even, since a date of about 874 years ago, as stated on this piece of possibly paper.
This is really
Marco,
old
you are-
taxes. Like really old taxes.
Mm.
Oh,
You
How
are
do the
so
taxes
smart.
compare? How do the taxes compare to what the current state of affairs are?
Well, this is like corporation taxes, so it's probably like a little bit above what you guys are familiar with. Maybe not you, though, Morkva. We've got... Let's see, Morkel might know that these guys are shaving the bottom line a little bit. Just a smidge. But otherwise, pretty standard stuff.
See, that's how you do it. You do it a tiny bit at a time, right? And then that's how you build it up over a period of years. And then you end up with a nice pile of money at the end of it.
More
No one knows.
I never sussed you as a white-collar criminal. I always thought, through and through, just a thief. But no, this
No.
is...
I mean, I've got feathers in all pies, as it were.
all of the points.
Roll.
That's
All
Wonderful.
kind of
how-
pies.
Is that how that restaurant you started got shut down? You had feathers in the pies. I
Well,
mean,
that's not very
hygiene-wise, that's just not
I-
what you want.
It was in all the newspapers. I wasn't very happy about that, obviously.
No, I mean, you did give that person bird flu, so,
I
maybe it was a good idea that you got shut down.
Oh, too
We
soon.
don't talk about the bird flu.
Right, okay, sorry, I'll drop it, I'll never mention it again.
Now, swine flu, on the other hand,
Mm.
totally different issue. Anyway, guarantee they're fiddling more than just their taxes. Let's
Oh.
go find out.
Okay, right.
Okay, I guess. Let's go.
I'll like wander through this kind of pathway that's been made, and like have a little peek, see what we can see elsewhere.
All right, so it's pretty cluttered all the way down. You see there is like a little this area here. Once you get past, so this area here is a little bit lower. It's very much like things were almost stacked all together, and people have forced a path through them. There we go, a way path. I know words. This stairway is blocked, and there is just a short 5-foot drop from this part down to the landing. But yeah, this does seem to be blocked. You can see, I'm in the process of revealing, all the way out to here. And it is just completely maze-like. As you step to this threshold, there's like a weird flickering in the lighting. Like something's woken up. And
Oh,
there's
sorry guys. I have that sort of effect all the time. I'm sorry.
it's the kazoo and the drums. And you hear this voice from nowhere and everywhere. And it just says, "Evacuate! Evacuate! Evacuate! Evacuate!" over and over and over, and sometimes it cuts out, sometimes it crackles, sometimes it cuts in with maniacal laughter and then goes back to telling you to evacuate.
So what do you know, Thol?
We leave.
Scanning data files.
You can make a history check if you like.
Yeah, let's do that. That one.
While he's doing that, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Sol knows nothing.
Detect magic. No, you don't know this voice, Sol, at all. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you.
Mhm. Oh, it's probably not within 30 feet of me, is it? Didn't think that through.
You don't feel
Oh well.
anything around you immediately, but you get like the hairs on your nape sort of lift up a little bit, and it's this whole place, now that you think about it, since you've stepped into the vicinity, the shadow of this tower, you've felt something. And probably all of you have in different ways to different degrees. And it's not magic you feel, but it's something akin to it. Something that begat magic, almost. Something older than it. And it's everywhere around you. Like the voice, evacuate!
Well, it's not magic, but it seems pretty similar.
Look, I like to follow instructions, I like to do what I'm told, but even if we wanted to, how the hell do we get out of here? Like, even if we wanted to evacuate, there is no door.
Well, maybe there's a door this way.
And Cassiana will start running and probably tripping over herself to get over here. To the other end.
Okay.
So she can see what's going on.
It's piled high with more and more things. Even higher in this room. I didn't take this part off, did I? So you can't see past the threshold. Here we go. That's nice. Just absolutely chock-a-block with these things.
I do have Detect Magic for 10 minutes now, so if it pops up,
Okay.
I'll know.
Something pops up, you will know, that's true. That is very true. Sol, what are you
I found
doing?
another room.
Sol is slowly following behind. They're not entirely certain what to make of everything. This voice is just screaming, but everything here is abandoned and falling apart. So Sol's trying to put together some kind of hypothesis. Oh, maybe it's just out of date. Maybe it's telling us to evacuate from something that already happened. But also, maybe there's a dragon about to crawl out from under a filing cabinet. I don't know. A filing dragon.
This would be a weird horde, but a horde nonetheless.
The horde of files. Ugh.
The horde of taxes.
Terrible. That's just the IRS.
Tax dragon.
Katiana, as you wander around this room, trying to sense anything or find a path through this area here, can you see that? Here we go. This area here it's cluttered. You feel like you probably could get over the top of this, but it's stacked 10 to 15 feet high. It would be a harsh climb, and things seem like they would shift. But you feel a ping, and it is magic. Mixed with that kind of proto-magic. And it's in one of the filing cabinets. And you follow it. And you get...
The tension.
The attention of me trying to give you a handout.
handouts.
Do. Katiana. Do. Let's get rid of this. That. Alright. Can you see that? In the handout.
See what? I think the answer. Oh, one has popped up saying trinket. I can click on it.
Yep.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
So you find a tattered scroll of humanoid skin, etched with a complicated sequence of glyphs and runes that to you seem magical in nature, if not necessarily holding a strong magic themselves. Does anybody have proficiency in Arcana?
I do.
Do you want to make an Arcana check?
I do too.
Yes, I can. It keeps resetting me to disadvantage for some reason.
That's rude.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Well, I guess it's
There
the
we go.
same as advantage. It's just it will only show one.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
I don't think that
Can
went very
I
well.
give the help action?
Yeah, I was going to say since you also have, you can do some help then. So do it with advantage.
I will roll again.
Yay!
There we go. How's that? Is that better?
Probably.
Oh,
14.
there we go. Yes, much better.
Yeah, I'll say because you're all helping and scraping at it, you'll be like, yeah, it's just some guy dunking on his rival. It says, sufficient familiarity allows you to read and decipher the following text that has been so meticulously preserved over the centuries in this skin leather. And it just says, you'll not pass my formula, Kreshan. Whatever that means.
Hey, Saul? Do you know what the word parse means?
Parsing request.
Yeah. Analyzing. Dictionary. Do I know what the word parse means?
It means analysing.
Yeah, I would say you do. I'll give that one to you for free.
Sol obnoxiously explains it and gives a full dictionary definition
Yeah.
along with a bunch of synonyms. That's the word.
Yeah.
I'm having to use like real vocabulary today. I'm not happy about it.
This was your choice.
You did this to
It's
yourself.
my fault.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow, okay. Someone doesn't want someone else to understand their formula. I assume that's a spell of some kind?
Evacuate.
It's magical. Oh, gosh.
It's still going.
That's really getting on my nerves now.
Mm.
Is there any speaker system? It's coming from everywhere around us, right?
It
It's-
is.
It's not from a specific direction as well.
Oh, it seems to be
it like-
omnidirectional.
Is it like inside our heads, or is it like external of our heads? Does that make sense?
Make a perception check.
Mm. That's a 23.
23. It feels like it's coming from inside your heads because it is coming from everywhere, but you're used to things that are a little bit different than most of the realm. And as you look around, looking quite frustratedly for the source of this message, there are little speaker holes in the ceiling. Quite a few of them. That's why it's so omnipresent. But it is, it does seem to be a recording on a loop.
I'll point these out. It doesn't seem like it's actually there, but there. It seems like it's just up there. You know, as we get out of here, then we don't hear it anymore. So I think it's maybe just this floor. Maybe.
Okay.
Evacuate.
Well,
It seems to get more
then we
frantic,
should-
even though it's a recording. I really don't like this.
it's quite unnerving.
Mhm.
I think we could climb this, but it might be quite dangerous.
Is it heavy stuff in the way?
It's filing
Is there anything like
cabinets
progressively heavy?
stacked on each other full of taxes, presumably. And
I will
skin.
go up to the bottom one so like the combined one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll get Simon out, and Simon just kind of starts operating on it, and I will use my Wayfinder feature called Weightless Transfer.
Mm-hmm.
And as a bonus action, I can cast a Levitate spell without expending a spell slot.
Oh, you can. I forgot about that.
So I will cast Levitate on the collection of filing cabinets and just kind of lift it and pull it as if I'm moving treasure or booty from a pirate ship off of the pirate ship.
Cool, cool. So how much does Levitate lift at a time?
So Levitate, I will tell you.
Up to
Up to 500
pounds. Okay. Target can move only by
How much
pushing
does
or
a filing
pulling.
cabinet weigh?
Yeah, how much does a filing cabinet weigh? Google. Didn't think I'd have
This
to
was in
Google
it.
this.
This is
Quite a
peak
lot.
D&D. This is peak D&D.
This
I
is
love
peak
it.
D&D. It is. Okay, we've got a Levitate a
It gets
filing
to peak
cabinet.
D&D.
Okay.
I was going to say it gets to peak D&D when we start trying to do trigonometry to figure out distances. Or going, wait, who remembers GCSE maths?
Yeah.
Physics degree. I'll have it down.
Yeah. That's fine. So yeah, that is okay. You can clear some of the like small and medium-sized ones away, and as you clear them, others do topple into their place, and you have to move those as well. And it does take you some time, and it will be a climb to get over the remainder of the really big, heavy filing cabinets.
Just out of curiosity, how are these positioned like up against the wall? Is it like fully from floor to ceiling and can't get access to the solid vertical wall, or
There are places where you'd be able to like put your hand against the wall, like maybe in this corner here, that kind of thing. But it's
what about
mostly
foot?
piled, like stacked in, toppled, overturned as well. So like a junkyard pile. What are you attempting to do?
Oh, well, I was just going to ask the rest of the group. How, like, what size does everyone look? Like, does anyone look like Sol wouldn't be able to just pick them up?
No, but I did just remember something that I think as a furbolg, I believe I count as one size larger when determining my carrying capacity and weight I can push, drag, or lift.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have a -1 strength.
All right. So you can help with the smaller ones.
So I can help move.
But still
But
not
yeah,
get the
I think
bigger ones.
Katiana is relatively small anyway. I'm still medium, so yeah.
Morkill is small-sized.
Mm-hmm.
And Blink is it's about 5'8". It's average.
Well, as people are trying to move and levitate things, you'll see Sol just starts walking up the wall, and I will be making use of my slippers of spider climb.
As you do, yep. So it's still a tight
So I will
fit.
stand there
And you
on the wall just and offer out a hand to anyone who wants carrying over.
okay.
Oh, thanks. That would be helpful.
Okay. That's
Although Katiana does have a large bass drum on her back, so I don't know how conducive that will be.
yeah. Okay, so it takes you some time to clear enough space for you to get through, because it is just about it's Tetris. You're playing Tetris with a junk pile. And you start to get over, which is all well and good. You make your way. You're in the center of the pile, and you can see the exit. Actually, you bypassed half the room, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well done there. But you clear away some more of these filing cabinets and reveal something beneath. That perhaps all of this junk pile had been sitting on for a reason.
Oh, all right.
And as you're climbing over it and it surges up and pushes the rest of these filing cabinets out of the way, you hear a from its mouth. It sounds quite familiar now. And I need you to roll initiative.
I knew that was
Oh.
coming.
Right. That's not
My
good.
my entire brain was like, can I get away with casting mage armor now? I should have done it earlier. Oh no.
Okay.
Here we are.
Oh dear. Let's turn on it.
16.
Awesome.
21.
Awesome sauce. And that's where we're going to take a 5-minute break as well, because I need water. My throat is sore already. I don't know how Chloe's done it. Chloe was streaming earlier today. But we're going to take a short break.
Many of these.
Come back to what's going to be a really easy combat round, I'm pretty sure. No worries at all. So
We'll all die.
yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. It'll be fine. You've got really cool stuff to use, so I'm sure it'll be a get out of jail free card or something. Thank you everybody who's watching so far. I hope you've been having a good time. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. back. And this is going to go super good. I don't know why this would go anything but well, personally.
Totally fine.
I'm going to
want a
roll
list?
initiative for this guy. Welcome back, chat, as well. I see they're checking out Maxie's music. That's great. That's been playing in the rolls. So let's see. Mouth guy got a 10.9.
Mouth guy.
Mouth guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, anybody taking guesses or bets on what stats I'm using for mouth guy? You don't want to, do you? You don't want to know.
A dwarf.
Dwarf? Just a general common dwarf.
Hill dwarf.
Cool dwarf. Yeah, okay. That,
Be more specific.
I mean, it's in
sorry.
a hill of filing cabinets, so yeah, could be. Could be indeed.
Dwarf.
Your logic.
Yeah,
Weird hill to die on, but okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I like
Zing.
it.
Oh yeah, going in with confidence. You know what? For that, you can have DM inspiration, Chloe. Yeah,
Yay.
love it. Way to my heart
Excellent.
through puns and Looney Tunes maneuvers. I am. So, yes, we are up first with Blink. I'm not going to give it a surprise attack because it had to shuffle the filing cabinets on it, and you were like, oh god, and managed to scramble back a little bit. So, Blink is up first.
Okay.
Chat
right,
says
so I'm
death,
gonna...
death, death. So, focus on that.
No, I will. I would step back because I'm not going near this thing. I'll run to the other side of the. Climb on top of some filing cabinets, so I get a bit of a vantage point. I'll draw my bow out and I will fire 2 shots. But before I do, I will make it my favorite foe.
Oh,
So I can do an additional d6 damage to it, which is always a nice touch.
cool.
So first hit, 27.
That hits. I should have kept the armor class up on it. Yep.
+2, so that is 11 points of piercing damage.
11 points of piercing damage. Okay.
And I will pull out another arrow and I will shoot again.
Pew pew.
Pew pew, exactly. And I will 25.
Also hits.
I'll try and split
Holy-
the first arrow with the second arrow.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah,
go
alright.
straight into it and just like wipe the sweat away from my brow. I'm like, right,
Alright.
as far as we need to go on.
Right.
And
So 19 points of damage in the first round. Holy crap. That's pretty damn good. Anything else you'd like to do? No, you've done your bonus action. Do you want
I've done
to
my bonus action.
move any further?
I do have a climbing speed, so I might climb further up the filing cabinets and just try and stay as far to the back of the wall as I can, so I'm not.
Sure. Make an
Yeah.
acrobatics or athletics check for me, whichever you prefer. Because they are not
Go for an acrobat.
stable.
15.
15? Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. You're used to astral ships and all sorts of stuff. You manage
I've
it.
got them sea legs.
You got
them astral sea legs.
Astral sea legs, you do indeed. Good job. Why would the GM ask if he wants to move away any further? Yeah, why would I do that? That'd be crazy. Who knows what it is? And if that's the end of your turn, Kariana, you're up.
Eliana's going to do the exact same thing and go, oh gosh, and move 30 feet backwards. Which I'm then going to use. I'm gonna use my Staff of Defense to cast Mage Armor, but I'm gonna use my Meta Magic to make it a bonus action. So that's 2 sorcery points, and I get Mage Armor. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we'll find out, because I've used sorcery points and because I have a Feywild shard, I get to roll on the Wild Magic table
You sure
immediately.
do.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay, I have it open. It should go into the chat. Let's find out.
You cast grease centered on
cast grease.
yourself.
ya.
Oh, that's incredible.
I also have a feeling
Oh,
that means. Oh, what does it say on the Feywild shard? It's something about this. If it's a spell, If it's a spell, it's too wild to be affected by on meta magic, and if it normally requires concentration, it doesn't require concentration in this case. Oh, well, that's fine.
Isn't that handy?
I cast Grease and I don't need to worry about concentration.
That's
fine.
great, isn't it?
And she, like the Grease appears and she just goes, "Oh, that's not again. Okay." And then I've still got an action, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I've used the Staff of Defense, which I believe means I can still cast a spell slot spell because I didn't use a spell slot. So I will use it to cast just for extra chaos. If there's mischief, and I would like to place it kind of behind the monster so that the like edge of the 20-foot radius reaches it, so that someone could still kind of get up to it and not be in the radius.
Okie
So
dokie.
let's see. You fill a 20-foot cube. Oh, it's a cube. You can see within range with Fey and Draconic magic. I roll on this table, and it will tell us what happens. What is it? What is a 3? What is a 3? A 3 is... Each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or begin giggling until the start of your next turn. A giggling creature is incapacitated and uses all its movement to move in a random direction.
Wow.
Which might be towards us, that's fine.
Okay, so a 20-foot cube. You want it basically just to hit like here, or?
Yeah, essentially so that it includes the monster, but someone could still get up to it and not be in the cube.
Okay, cool. That's fine. And what do I need to roll for it? Wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Sorry, but if this thing starts giggling, that's going to be incredibly disturbing.
It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrendous.
So, what is that? Oh man, that was 11 on the first one. Why are we rolling with advantage? I guess we're just doing it with advantage for funsies. So cool, 11. Is that a failure?
11 does not save.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It is
I
now
need to hear how
giggling.
this thing giggles.
Cool. Incapacitated and uses all its movement to move in a random direction.
Oh my
So you just hear that over and over and over again. And the speakers are still going, evacuate, evacuate, over top of it.
I'm sorry, I was trying to help!
Oh my gosh. So it's just going to be constantly giggling. I'm not doing that full time, just so you know. That's going to ruin my throat. But, you
On
know.
the plus side, it's incapacitated until my next turn.
That is pretty massive, actually. Pretty massive indeed. All right, cool. Anything else you would like to inflict upon me?
No, that's a lot of things in one go.
All right, cool. Then we have our lovable Kenku rogue.
Okay, so Morkel sees this giant mouth start to giggle. So, oh no, not again! And he jumps bravely behind a filing cabinet, and he hides because he is brave.
Yes.
And he aims his short bow at the giant giggling mouth on the floor, which is something I wasn't entirely certain I'd say today.
You should
But
have
it was
been.
on the cards.
It is D&D.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's a natural 18 with the +8.
Ooh, yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. Okay, so now, as I'm a rogue, I get sneak attack as well, which is fun.
You sure do. Gosh, you're going to take this thing out in one round.
Let's go.
So that's around. So that's 6. $16 points of damage.
16 altogether?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Ouchie. You're so mean to my little mouth guy. Yeah, it's
Sounds like he's enjoying it. It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, they're laughing.
Yeah, it just laughs even harder.
You know, This mouth guy's just into it.
Just fully loving it. Yep. You don't know how long it's been here, stuck under filing cabinets. It's so happy to see you. It just wants to give you a nice big hug. Is there anything else you would like to do, Markel?
No, that is everything. Thank you.
You don't want to tell a funny laugh and get a funny joke and get an automatic laugh?
Merkel knows no jokes. He's an incredibly serious Kenku.
All right. Okay, Soul, it is your turn.
Yeah. Unlike everyone else, Sol will move towards the giant mouth thing. Look, you said it wanted a hug. Sol is going to hug it.
Oh, that's so nice.
Except Sol's arm is a sword. So, whack.
Bonk!
23 to hit.
You guys, stop rolling so good. Thanks. Yeah, that hits.
That's 8. And yeah, you know what? Flurry of blows.
Oof.
So that's 2 attacks here. So 1 at 25 and 1.
Hey!
10.
Yeah, 10 doesn't hit. Yes! I'm winning.
So as the sword slaps into the flesh of mouth guy,
Sure.
small serrated blades begin to stick out of it as it begins to revolve. With this flurry of blows, dealing an additional 5 damage.
Okay, so 13 altogether. Ooh.
Yeah.
Chainsword.
Chainsword. That's so...
I've just remembered that I technically should have rolled for wild magic twice.
Do it now. Do it right now.
And it's rolling the d20 to see if I find it. It's only if it's on a 1. So we'll find out. It was not a 1, though.
All right.
There we go.
Could have been fun.
My poor hit points.
We should have included the house rule of every time you succeed a wild magic check, the difficulty increases. So the next time it's a 2, and then a 3, and a 4.
Yeah, let's do that.
We can do that if you want. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Chaos.
Maximum chaos.
Please let me do this. I want to cause as much chaos.
I want so much chaos!
All right. Soul, is there anything else you would like to do?
That's everything I did. Movement action bonus. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, wait. I'm a liar. I'm a dirty, smelly liar. Since I hit with my flurry of blows, I can inflict something on this.
Oh, gosh.
More!
But you know what?
Magic.
Can this thing please make a strength saving throw?
A strength saving throw. Okay, I can do that.
I feel like it might be strong.
That's bollocks. That is. Why aren't you guys rolling like this?
It is shoved back 15 feet.
15 feet, you say? One.
Yep.
Assuming it's not attached to the floor.
I am. You know what? I'm going to make it take a little bit of bludgeoning damage because it's been sitting there for a long time with stuff piled on top of it. Like it's pretty entrenched. Let's give it, I might kill it if I'm not careful. We'll just give it 2d6, just for funsies. Oh, now I roll good. Now I roll good. I see how it is. Oh my gosh. Cool. That's fun. Why aren't you guys rolling like this? I prepped this encounter for how my group usually rolls, and I should have prepped for how the DM rolls, clearly. Forgot I was in the DM set. All right, cool. If that's your turn, Soul, it is now Mouth Guy's turn, who is incapacitated, very heavily wounded from one round of combat from you invaders. And has
It's
to.
incapacitated
Yeah.
and has to move in a random direction.
Yes. Do you want to roll a d4 for me, please, Chloe,
And
to
do
determine that? We'll go north, south, east, west. North, south,
3.
east. Cool. And I have to do my full movement in that direction?
I believe so. Double check. But yes.
Just run into a wall again.
Where's it gone? And uses all its movement. Yes.
Cool. All right.
Anyone else feeling a little bit bad for Mouth Guy yet?
Oh, my
2,
No, it's
3.
just imagine the cacophony that's going on here. It's endlessly giggling and evacuate going on.
It's
Cool.
not chill out time, is it?
No.
No.
It's not time to feel sorry for it.
No.
So what happens when it hits the grease trap, Katiana?
Hello. What the heck? Grease just makes it. Oh,
It's a dex
when
save.
when the grease appears, I should have done a dex saving throw to see if I fell prone when it appeared, and this creature has to also do the same thing. So I guess
Okay.
we'll both do it together.
That's great. This is going to go so well.
I was just going to ask, if it's just moved past me, do I get an attack of opportunity?
Does it count as forced movement? I suppose not.
It is.
It
No,
is
'cause it's using its
compelled movement. I would say, yeah, you can take an attack of opportunity. I don't think it makes the dex save.
So
I didn't
just-
either though. So whoops. So I also
Oh.
fall over.
Now I'm rolling bad.
A 13 misses, yeah. So you fall over just because you see this thing coming towards you. And you're like, oh, this is not cricket at all. And you take a step back and you slip in the grease and it just keeps lumbering and it hits the grease and it does the same. And now you're in a very comical yet terrifying pile up on the floor. You're both prone. It's like you've got Jabba the Hutt like just falling on you. Pretty much.
I wasn't supposed to do that. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Yeah. Whilst they're like trying to like roll over, but they're like a turtle on a bass drum.
Yeah. Yeah. Evacuate.
We all know that.
And that's all it can do. Oh my gosh, Jack, come on. Just put it down, I guess.
I will again draw my bow, and I will lick the arrow, pull it back, and be like, I want to see what's inside, and I will aim down, and I will cast Guiding Light, which is a feature for the basically the Astral Wanderer. So at third level, I can now enchant my arrow with radiant damage, so it glows a bright light, and I want to just shoot it down its mouth hole, and just see what's in there. So it's a weapon attack. Let me roll my longbow.
In situ dissection.
Exactly.
yeah, it hits, Jack. It hits.
So that's all radiant damage. That is not piercing
Cool.
damage.
Thanks.
With an additional d6 of radiant and an additional d6 for favored enemy,
Oh my freaking god.
and can have a wisdom save.
You never
Please.
wisdom. Give you a freaking wisdom
Move it away.
save.
Move it away.
17.
Oh no, it makes it. It kind of fizzles slightly, but like kind of jolts, but doesn't disappear and reappear 10 feet away.
Oh dear.
But that is, yeah.
That's
I will
fun.
just see if it lights up the gullet. See how far down this mouth goes.
Oh, actually, also, I completely forgot because I was looking on in despair. I need Katiana and Sol to both make Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Oh no. This is fine. Totally
Be
fine.
fine.
You both fail.
Okay.
Okay, then you can both
Let's go.
you are both poisoned, and you are poisoned
Oh,
for...
fantastic.
You're poisoned for...
No, I'm not.
Warforged.
Are you immunity to... I know you're immunity to disease.
I get advantage.
You get
on
advantage. Okay.
Constitution save. So
Give it a
yes, I am.
Yeah.
Nice to
So
have that confirmation. That's good.
yeah, you're poisoned.
Yeah.
But this thing, it's you especially, Katiana, seeing it up close and really personal. It doesn't look like a completely healthy specimen, so it only takes effect for 2 rounds. It's a very weak poison. Don't know why I'm being nice to you lot. You're gonna murder it.
Did we take damage or is it just poisoned?
You just have the poisoned condition.
Oh.
Yeah, I should have given you damage, but you know what? It's too late now. Anything else you would like to do, Jack?
My second attack. If
Oh,
possible.
for God's sake. Yeah.
So that's an unnatural 20, a dirty 20.
Yeah, it hits.
And I would try and aim up to try and hit the other, like, glowing kind of radiant arrow that's inside. To try and hit that one.
I'm taking
playing
away
a
your
game of
bow
like
and
totally
arrows.
six with it.
Yeah.
Which is another 8 piercing damage. But yes.
How do you want to kill this thing all over Katiana in the grease trap?
Hey.
I want to be mostly just it's like a dental surgery. I'm trying to like hit any cavities or anything like that on the teeth that are like visible. So just trying to like knock them out, and then just make it die of toothache more than anything. I think
Wow,
that's the aim.
that is so cruel.
I know.
You've
But
just
you
come
gotta do what you
into
gotta
its
do, you know?
home and just like absolutely massacred it.
Look, taxes are taxes, and it was trying to gobble up them taxes, and we know what happens if you don't file them out.
It's
so
true.
It's greater good.
3 things are inevitable: death and taxes.
It's
Exactly,
true.
lawful good.
It's true. It's been hoarding one for a while. It can take the others. Yes. Okay, we are out of turn order, out of initiative. This thing is Kasplat. I am in the grease trap. It's still on top of Kariana. It's just unmoving. There's a big tooth knocked out of its jaw now. It did have severe periodontitis. So it wasn't hard to knock a tooth loose. Definitely not much of a flosser. And your way forward is clear. And that was actually a really stunning 1.1 round of combat, guys. Well done. Seriously, why can't I never roll that well?
I'm sorry you didn't get to do anything with the mouth guy.
I know, like that came in really clutch. Because it did have legendary actions that it didn't get to use.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
For those of
Okay.
you playing at home, it was watered down aboleth stats.
Really?
Mhm.
That was when you said what stats am I using? My brain went aboleth, and I was like,
I
this
see.
isn't an aboleth.
Same.
Because it's at the top of the monsters list, right? When you go through on Roll20, you're like, oh, just do that one. It's right there.
Hey. Yeah.
So the next one's going to be the next one down. Is that what you're saying?
Probably, yeah.
What's the manual?
What's the manual, eh? Cool beans. All right. So yes, it is deceased. You've just got the grease to deal with and its body to pick off your friend.
Ugh. Can someone give me a hand up?
Like Cassiana's like rocking back and forth on the drum.
Just turtling.
Oh.
Funny, Markle. Not like you've done the same joke every single time this happens.
Yeah, but it's really funny.
You just tear a die?
Yes,
Already,
hello.
Sol has already removed their arm and is setting it up to set this on fire.
With the grease trap. It's gonna go well.
Like lying on the drum, and Cassiana's like, this is where I die. This is it. I can't believe this is where I die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk around the grease trap. Look, I would really like to help, but you're really sticky. Try and grab hold of Katiana's legs and just be slipping off constantly with all the grease on my hands.
Maybe if you roll around in all the taxes, it'll dry it off a bit.
Oh,
You
okay,
start
I'll try
chucking
that. I'll try
old
that.
bits of paper.
Like rocking back and forth so much that eventually she like lands face first in the carcass of the mouse guy.
There you go.
It's like,
That were easy.
okay, well, I'm up now.
Good
At
job.
least the grief only lasts for 1 minute.
And it's like slowly disappearing.
Sol sets on fire.
Yep. Good times.
Sol wasn't waiting. He just Just couldn't get it lit to begin with. You know, the lighter wasn't sparking properly.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all right, big man.
Is that
Happens
thing?
to all of us.
ugh.
All right.
What even is this thing?
And I poke it.
You can make a nature check if you like.
Yes, please. I'm not good at that, but we'll do it anyway.
Hmm. Do-do-do-do-do.
Aha!
That's not bad. You get the sense that you don't know exactly what it is. It seems to be rather mutated. It is what you would classify an aberration, a type creature, rather than a natural beast. Often this type of thing is found around conflux of magical energies gone awry, and warping the natural order of things. You don't know its name, but you know a little bit about it.
For a name badge.
Okay, I'll look. Hang on.
Investigation
No, you
check.
won't get me again.
I'll do it anyway. Nat 20!
Was it wearing a name
Nat 20
badge?
on the most useless roll of the game.
You do find a name badge. This was once Sharon. Dear
Oh,
old
no.
Shazza. Sharon from
It's Sharon
accounting.
From accounts.
Yep, that's exactly it. That is.
I heard
I
tell
think
of
this used to be
Sharon.
a person. You know Sharon?
I will.
so sorry.
She's legendary.
Mhm.
Gosh.
She was
Well, not
Legendary.
anymore.
she was always an aberration, really, Sharon. That didn't
She
change.
hasn't changed much.
Okay. Well, it was rude of her to attack us.
If anything, she's lost
Yeah.
weight.
She definitely has now. Alright.
That arm is really messing with my head now. Shall we see if we can find a way
Evacuate.
out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Let's head. I'm gonna head this way and see what's over here.
Oh, hi. How you doing? Where's the kitty cat?
I pet the cat.
Oh. Roll an animal
The cat.
handling check, please.
Please. 12.
I would like to give the help action.
Okay, roll,
Right.
roll it.
Morkill hides.
Do you want to help the cat or Katiana? Cat or
Oh my
cat?
goodness. Which cat?
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit there.
I will help. I'll help Katiana pet the cat.
Yay!
All right, do it with advantage. Go on.
We pet the cat. Oh, it didn't help.
That did worse.
Oh,
Okay,
that one or
cool.
the second one.
The cat,
Pushed it too far.
12.
the cat sort of ducks away from your hand, and then gives a loud "yeah" and starts walking off down the
Oh, I'm
highway.
sorry.
It goes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Don't worry, I've got this, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals as quick as possible. And because this is the whole
I
reason why I played Ranger. Like, the whole reason.
Also, animals
go.
can understand. Animals can understand what I say, but I can't understand them as a furbolg. Just there we go.
All right. What do you say then, Jack?
Just don't go. Just wait. What's happening here? Like, where do we go? What do we do? Show us the way, please, wise creature, wise majestic creature. We are in your there, and I will serve you, please. I'm just meowing, so to everyone else, you say meow 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 meow.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm very uncomfortable with this entire situation.
Yeah.
What? You've never spoken to a cat before?
No, I'm a bird.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. 15 persuasion from Blink.
Oh jeez.
The cat looks at you a little bit balefully, and one of its eyes flashes, like with a bright light, the same kind of light almost that you attach to your arrows. And there's like a shimmer in the air, and the cat transforms. And it becomes a humanoid. A little indistinct. I'm not going to change the token because that's my goddaughter Melly right there. And she deserves to be on this board. But it becomes an ever-shifting form. Almost like a mist at first, and then solidifying a little bit, and then almost tree-like, and then mimicking your faces, and then a little bit of Soul's Warforged nature. I will give you a little pop-up there. This is a being who introduces themselves as Ishardalin. And she looks at you, Blink, silently for a moment, and then says, "If you serve me, rise to the top. And take what is there. If you fail me, well, it will be too late." And then there's a breeze, and they dissipate on it completely. And they are gone.
I was not expecting that. I literally just thought it was a cat. I was so excited, but what the hell was that?
I think you might have just made like a fate deal or something.
I mean, I'm kind of fine with it because do you see how pretty it was?
I don't trust
We
them.
get to the top or not.
But Morgan, it's fine. We thought it was a cat, but you're okay now. It turned into
It's not
a tree and me and I think it's Soul at one point. So we're fine. We're fine. Maybe
Sure.
it just turns into your deepest fears. Maybe that's probably what.
Oh,
it
well,
is.
that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's easy.
That's the usual thing. That's better than a cat, I guess.
No, it's better than a cat. You
Weird, I didn't see any clown.
Mm.
You didn't see any clowns. I mean, look, I did nearly pick up an asset pack with that. Just to freak you all out.
Giant clown.
I also like the idea that Katiana, who grew up in a circus, is scared of clowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've all made poor choices in our life.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I am. Yes. But you continue up this floor, or out of this strange room. You climb a short flight of stairs. And you eventuate in a new place that hopefully shows to you.
Ooh,
And I will show on the screen as well.
The
so
ghost.
shiny.
And because we are running out of time for the stream as well, we're going to say that to get to here, you've climbed several levels of the tower. It has taken you several hours. If you would like to have taken a short rest at any point on this journey, you may have done so. That is completely up to you. But you have, before reaching this canteen, restaurant of sorts, it seems, you have passed by many strange places. You traversed a strange room where gravity was reversed in places. But only some places, and you weren't quite sure what caused it. You just managed to Charlie in the Chocolate Factory sort of busy lifting drink your way across. You've passed through a floor where that was all at a 45-degree angle, covered in vines and thorns that crept towards any light you dared to show. That left you a little bit scratched up. But now you're here and it looks, reasonably... Okay, there's some dead guys on the floor. There's some cutlery that probably hasn't been washed in a few centuries. That's like maybe not great, if we're honest. But there's a place maybe to rest. A little bit of more oddities of the tower, its strange construction. If you would like to rest, short break, anything like that. I'm not even on the same page as you. I'm looking at my OBS going like, why can't I move stuff? What an idiot.
We've all been there, don't we?
Yes, yeah. And going through this tower, you have learned a few of its secrets. You did get chased by a swarm of flying skulls at some point, which was quite unnerving. So you've learned to have a look around. I would say Link and Merkel, if you want to make perception checks for me when you enter this room, that would be grand.
By the way, if anybody's rolling hit dice, they can have an extra 1d6 from my Song of Rest
Nice.
for a short rest.
Cool.
I think I'm the only person who's taken damage, and 4 got me sorted. So
There you go.
Oh, damn it. I was the only person who took damage. My poor little mouth guy.
You can have
I mean,
a short rest. if
I
you
need
like.
a short rest.
I got a
Good
dirty
punch.
20 there.
Got a
So
dirt.
did I.
Oh, wow.
Double 30.
Good work. Okay.
Doily.
Um,
320.
there is a strange skittering coming from this broken down machine that has pools of like a sticky liquid like fossilized in front of it. You get the sense that maybe you don't want to investigate it too much, like maybe it's just like rats or something in the machines. It doesn't sound as ravenous and hungry as some of the other things you have encountered on your climb up the 111 floors of Imbruustafal. These dead bodies, when you look at them, they've clearly ingested things, and it's not agreed with them. In fact, there is a suspiciously well-preserved cake on this bench.
Don't trust the cake.
Don't trust
It's a
the
lie.
cake. If it's not a lie, it's probably a mimic. And there are also some I'm just looking. Why can't I see this? You guys, I haven't put them on the map layer. Okay, here we go.
No.
There's oh, we got some little guys in there as well. That's okay. These little planter boxes are inhabited. You get the sense, maybe don't stray too close to them or poke them with a stick. You see a little colony of guys just hanging out. But they give the impression that if you leave them alone, they won't go after you. There is a loud clanging sound in the halls beyond, rhythmic like footsteps. And you think a short rest is fine, but maybe don't linger. Also, there's a goose. They're just there.
I pet the goose. No, I don't. I know better than that.
Never.
Even
pet a goose.
Cassiana knows better than that.
It's an illusion! Illusory goose.
Geese are very violent.
They are very, very violent. It's true. It is very, very true. Okay. Anything else you would like to do? Do you have any... I guess you've all rolled your hit dice and things like that.
Yeah, no issue from me here.
No?
Good.
All right.
Just
Yeah.
time to catch my breath and talk about all the crazy things we've just seen, and just like really casually, like all sat down to like, where the hell did those skulls come from? That was insane. That was absolutely insane.
I'll wait in for the rest of the body to catch up with us.
I think that's the next floor up. I think that's fine.
No.
Couple
Headless.
skeletons, yeah.
Heads down, thumbs up, right? So
You never know. There was one time it's going to be, I don't know, shoulder bones the next.
Surely that should be on the floor below.
You'd think so.
But
You-
They
it
really
depends
like doing
because in the-
headstands.
Mm,
I'm very confused by this whole thing, I tell you.
mm,
Well,
That
I have
looks
to
like a
say
nice
this
kit.
tower is really like weird and metallic. I can't think of a better word. I was expecting it to be like stone and stuff, like normal walls, but they got all this weird stuff.
I mean, you ask me, this place is worth quite a lot of money.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Well, I've got a very good eye for it, you see.
Do you think we could like claim this tower as our own and sell it like real estate?
Free real estate, yeah.
It's
no,
free real
definitely what
estate.
this is.
I'm fairly sure that we've already owned it by simple nature of being here.
If that's you own a place,
Well, we
I
need
think
a little
that's how that
flag.
works.
We need a little flag. We post
I
it
was
on the
literally
top.
going to say, Sol has made a small flag and just pops it down.
See?
I searched my data files. Apparently, we now own this.
Uh,
Why do you know? You know, the thing that strikes me as a little bit just a little bit uncomfortable about all this. What if someone else comes in?
Well, have they got a flag?
Well, what if they had a flag? Then whose is it?
Well, who planted their flag first? And that's what matters.
What about these dead guys? What if they have friends?
What if we inhabited the rest of the floors of this really tall tower with weird monsters and stuff, and then no one would be able to get to the top, and then it's ours?
You don't even have to do anything for that because there's already loads of weird monsters.
There you
A
go.
lot of them are dead. A lot of them are dead. We did kill quite a
lot of them
few on
are
the way
dead.
up. No, that was something that we did.
You hear
Um,
Blink's
We need
voice
to make
on your other side, Katiana saying, "It's ours." Like a repetition. A little bit warped. You're like, whoa, Blink's on this side, and then you turn around, hearing them on the other side, and then they're not there.
echo. No, there's no echo.
There's no echo.
Come from? Like, do you have like a weird double talking situation going on?
Well, I have been practicing throwing my voice to see if I can, make it sound like it's coming from. How's this work? I'm over here.
I'm over here. I'm
Oh my
so
gosh, I'm doing it.
lonely. So lonely.
It worked.
It's also revealing all my deepest secrets.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's you throwing your voice.
I don't think it is either.
Blink, you're saying the things that are in your head out loud again.
Danger,
can't help it.
danger, 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 danger.
You can stop now.
I'm trying to. I don't want you to know these things.
Just shut your eyes and think, make your mind go blank, like meditation.
It becomes Soul's voice now. I see you, but only because of my Class 19 corporate eyeglasses. Available to all employees via your departmental welcome kit, please, because we care. I'm so
Oh, I never
lonely.
knew you sang. Oh gosh, I don't think that's you.
Not
Hey, do you wanna
programmed
come
for
out?
singing.
Evacuate!
Hello.
Evacuate. Evacuation
No,
alert.
the
Floors 12 through. Evacuation alert. 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 In a whines
Blink.
town.
You know, you found there was a speaker system. Can
Y- y-
speakers become sentient?
I mean, I think anything can become anything if it wants to be, but not that I've seen.
I
No, this
think
would be the
anything
first time
can
that I've
become
seen it.
anything if it wants to be.
That sounds so much more
Okay.
inspirational when you say it.
Thank you.
I think that's something. Speakers, perhaps, or a recording, has somehow become sentient and is quite lonely here.
There's just a duck noise behind you. You look and the duck is gone. The goose has
Oh, no.
disappeared. It's always ominous when a goose disappears.
I think it was the goose that was lonely.
Hey, hello, hello. Whoever's there, do you wanna like? Can you talk? Like, face to face? Oh wait, no, that was no, that was insensitive. Like directly.
Please be aware, several floors are currently experiencing hurricane conditions. Management advises extreme cautions in these areas. Present any corporate identification immediately to be approved for a 37% discount on all management tier flotation devices.
Well, that's a pretty good deal.
You
Have you got your corporate membership?
I have a ribbon from the circus.
I'll probably do it.
Did we steal her name? Did we steal forgotten her name?
Sharon.
Did he steal
we
her
did
name?
not take-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You didn't
Yeah,
loot
you just left
Sharon's
your-
body. God. Didn't even
You
give
still
her a
have that weird
proper
skin
burial.
file- That weird skin piece that has the name on it.
Oh, yeah, I do still have that.
Why are you still carrying that around? I thought you got rid of that 3 floors ago. That's gross. That's really gross.
I did wonder what was slowly burning a hole in my bag. I think it was this.
Right.
It's like the grease has gotten onto it and it's not reacting entirely well.
Oh.
Entirely
Well,
well.
it kind of smells.
I mean, do we just get out of here? Maybe.
I mean, maybe there's something ahead, because, you know, you can hear that? It's clanking or something.
Tunk. Yep. Pretty
Like that,
steadily.
can you hear that?
No,
Yeah.
that's there.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's somebody doing aerobics.
Mm.
Or calisthenics, maybe.
They've got a gym, an office gym. Mm.
Exactly.
Would make sense.
Maybe. I feel funny about leaving someone behind if they're feeling lonely. But
Let's have a look
maybe-
around.
yeah.
Let's see if we can find them.
We should. So long as we're in the tower, surely this being will be here with us.
Here
Ergo,
with
we are not
you.
leaving it behind.
Are you saying the tower is sentient?
Hypothesis. Mm.
Mm.
Never seen that response before, and I kind of like it.
You nailed that shrug right there, Thor.
Very well done. I'm going to give Sol an inspiration point for that. That's great.
Right, so are we going to have a look around? You know, oh, watch out for this box thing over here with the sticky liquids outside. They're probably flammable. And don't go near all of the planters because, you know, they've got probably horrible things in them.
That's a mean thing to say about these cute
Okay.
little mushrooms.
I mean, they're probably lovely, but,
Mm.
you know, you don't want to go poking them about, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm really talking
Fine
to
where
him.
they are.
Try not to eat anything. I know it's really tempting because a lot of it.
I know
looks
there's
good.
a lovely cake over there.
There is
Does
a
it say
lovely
anything on the
cake.
cake?
You going to go up and touch it?
I'm not touching it.
How close are you getting?
I'm going to touch it with my eyes.
You're going to touch it with your eyes. You look at it, and it's like, it's a very well layered cake. You know, there's like a really clean layer in the middle, like a split between them. And it looks maybe a little suspicious, but also it does look like strawberry frosting.
I do like strawberry frosting.
Mm.
Markle, I don't think that's strawberry.
No, don't tell me it's raspberry.
Probably not as nice as raspberry.
Probably bloody lingonberries.
Oh. Who even knows what those are? Ever seen a lingonberry?
I have some in my
I think anyway.
backyard, actually. Not to be very, very Norwegian, but I do.
Feel like someone's showing off.
Yeah. I'm gonna have something after you just murdered my monster. I'm gonna be mad about that forever.
My Alexa's just kicked off.
She's saying that she's lonely.
No, she's just saying about showing off.
She wants to be on the stream.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Isn't that you?
Mm.
Right, so,
The clanking is picking up. And it seems to ramp up. Every time the voice seems to talk to you, there's a change in the clanking. I'm so lonely. Evacuate! Clank, clank, clank,
Maybe
clank, clank.
you're lonely because you keep telling people to evacuate.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Evacuate.
It hurt your feelings, but if you tell people to leave, they're gonna leave.
Let's go find this, whoever this is. Let's go find the voice. I'm tired of
let's
hearing
go.
it and not knowing where it is.
Not
It's
knowing
right
where it is.
We could at least pull a plug somewhere. And, I don't know,
37%
maybe turn the volume down.
discount.
Do you think this way up here? If we go up there, is that a way up?
It is a way up.
Yeah.
And you hear clank, 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 clank. On the
Oh,
The strange metallic construct comes skittering towards you at unnatural speed. And it looks at you all, backs you in, and you can see it's been through its share of adventures before. It's got little collections of them still attached to it.
Jimmy, is that you on that horn?
It's not Jimmy. No, it could be Jimmy. Who's know? Roll it a d20. See if it's Jimmy.
Oh, are you Jimmy?
Its eyes are bright lights
Natural
flashing at you. Natural one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're pretty positive it's Jimmy. Yeah.
No,
Jimmy.
Jimmy!
It's flashing bright lights at you, strobing back and forth, and it skitters, and it puts one hand up the wall, and it climbs like you've seen Soul do just a little bit, and it climbs up the ceiling over above you. And it says, in a voice like but unlike the one you've been hearing, "You do not appear to have appointment to see the CEO. Please report to the secretary immediately." And out of its chest, it opens up this shell with bones and things affixed to it. And reams of paper come scattering out, all of them printed with your likenesses. Like it's been watching you somehow. Just printed. There's one of Kariana face down with Sharon on top in the grease puddle as well. And it launches.
Are you the one that's lonely?
It launches several dart-like objects at you all at once from amidst these falling reams, like it was a diversion, like you've been bamboozled by printouts. I need
Paperwork! No!
No!
I never said.
Not the thin red tape! And it hits you with these darts unerringly, one each. One of them sort of just plinks off Soul, and it looks a little bit confused. You know, like you're having a really deep conversation with somebody, and like your toddler comes up and chimes in, and you're like, "Okay, buddy, this is for adults now." It's like the small version of Soul. And it shoots these darts at you and starts dragging you down the hallway, one by one, attached to its metal carapace, still trailing posters of you behind it. It says, "Please report to the secretary immediately. Please report. Please report," as it drags you up this slope, up this winding crest to the top of the tower. And you black out. And that's where we're going to end this adventure today, I'm afraid, because we are out of time. But there is always a next time to see what is at the top of the Tower of Imbruustafal and what dangers the CEO may hold for you.
More paperwork.
More paperwork, yeah. Endless. You've got so many forms to fill out, guys. Do you know how much stuff you've taken and broken on your way up this tower?
Hey,
Do you know who's liable
someone's
for
got to
that?
balance their books.
Yeah. And you're going to have to do the paperwork, I'm afraid. Interns. That's right. Unpaid. That's what it is. Unpaid.
No, we're being paid in experience.
He paid an experience. Yeah, a little bit of exposure as well, as it was.
That's the bonus.
It is. Yeah, that's really what you're here for, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Totally. Exposure.
All of them, yes,
Totally.
filled out in triplicate as well. All of these forms will be.
Oh.
But we will see that in another adventure, whether you survive around with the CEO. But thank you very much for joining us today on this climb up the Tower of Imbruustafal. We were a little bit late starting, but we still had a good time. Thank you for absolutely demolishing my surprise encounter that I was so proud of. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get them down to like a little bit of half health here because I can command them and stuff. And then I got incapacitated in the first round. Yeah, D&D. It's great. Super fun. I had a great time, guys. Thank you very much. Once again, everybody, please check out the Bardic Knock, Chloe at Chloe with the Flow, and John at Tales of the 2 Ton Bridges podcast, as well as Actual Play UK. And Jack, our other Almanac Scribe, also joining us. I'll be putting up a roll in a second where you can double check everybody's links as well. And also, please check out the stream description for links to our website and our Kickstarter, as well as some other fun stuff there, like our Discord. You may see these faces again next time for the next round. This has been part 1 of the Inquiry of Imbruustafal. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks very much. Bye.